bonk. Let me do this. Set the audio output to be the correct thing. There we go. Hey nerds. So it's been a minute, and when I say a minute, I mean interesting. If you take a look at my channel here, I'm live right now, which I'll of course grab this link because I'm going to kind of need it. But if you take a look at the live section of my channel, you might notice, hey, it's been a second since I've done some stuff. Last game dev stream was 13 days ago. Then I of course did a random gaming stream 11 days ago. What's that? Not a game dev stream where I did a bit of game dev 14 hours ago. You know, whatever. But you know, it's been a hot minute since I've actually done a full game dev stream. Now, it's pretty crazy that I'm back doing streaming, but I'll get into why in a second. No way, I've got a new notification. Anyway, sorry, I was just responding to a message I just got. Yeah, okay, so banana time. I forgot to run the stream the thing that makes all the stream notifications, not the stream notifications, the stream goals at the bottom. Right now, it's not right. Also, not, the fuck is that? No. I don't care. Docs, chat. There we go. I can actually pull that out now. I need to run, of course, the stream goal highlighter.exe, which should now, of course, update it at the bottom. There you go. Now you can actually start seeing the goals cycle. So let's go over them. Oh, we got Source here. That's cool. Hey, Source. It's pretty crazy seeing you here. I mean, it's pretty wacky, pretty off the hook. Today's goals are quite interesting, I would say. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you say? Um, Basically, create a lot of cards is my goal for today. I've also still thrown in sound effects. I can talk. I also put in, still kept the sound effects creating thing because, you know, I still kind of need to do that. Been kind of putting it off. Probably should do it at some point. But these ones, freeze is gonna be interesting, maybe a bit hard. Um, that one is going to be interesting. Railgun is probably not going to be too hard to do, same with Cleanse. So it's mostly going to be the freeze card, which is going to be interesting, and I'll get into what I want that card to be in a second. I am just going to go over some changes that have taken place between this stream and the last stream. So, or the last official game dev stream, since I know maybe Source wasn't here. So I've started touching up the settings menu, although I have gone into detail previously about why I am not a big fan of this giant open area, yet I have to deal with it because I don't know what I'm going to put in there. The profile still looks like ass, don't mind the game time played. The credits, I've kind of spiced it up. I chose a funny font for me in here. I've made it look less bad, so it actually fits in with the game's theme now. That's cool. Um, so that's some other thing. Also, I don't have it unlocked right now, but you do have a card unlock at level 3, which is funny. Which is you'd get, and then you're like, what the fuck? That's so useless when you get the card. But it all makes sense in when you start the game. So let me go modify my own game data real quick. So let's go to the thing. Yeah, sure. Let's just show you what I'm talking about. So if I go change my XP, this is level 1, so this is level 3, I believe. Actually, that's going to be a bit above level 3. Anyway. Thank you, I am aware. Yeah. So I am a bit above level 3, as I said. But now if I go to the logbook, place a hole, I don't think this is, unless I'm going insane, I'm 90% certain I did not show this off in the previous actual game dev stream. We have a new card here, which I made. I mean, it's very simple. And I think it's funny that you get a level 3 because it actually has no use for you when you get it. But then, as you play the game, you unlock shit like attack on your hole, right? And this actually gives it a use, besides the fact so that it's a useless card. So it kind of gets you thinking, like, why do I have this card? I do want to also make some more cards that are actually unlocked later that relate to holes more, because currently this is the only card that lets you utilize holes for a beneficial purpose. So for now, that's kind of iffy on it, but that's something to take into account. Um, So my current thing, I need the it would be nice. What I want to do is you know how you have your ballers over here, right? You got the selection area. I might make a new selection area graphic, but I'm thinking, what if there was a card called freeze, right? Which would let you like when you pick it like this, it lets you hover over something on the enemy's side and freeze them in place for like 2 turns. Now I'm not actually sure what that would do if you tried to do it on a fucking wall or something that doesn't have an attack. So I could specify that you're only allowed to do it on attacking constructs, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It just seems kind of janky to do that. So I'm not exactly sure. This is something I might need to think about a bit more. But it was just a game idea not a game idea, I guess a game card idea. It was a card idea for something that's just strange. Anyway, it would prevent theoretically them from using the attack cards like this on it for a couple turns or something because it's frozen, you know? Makes sense. Um that's the idea behind the card at least. So what I can do is do the thing to begin adding the card. We got to define all of its data first. So we name the card. This will be like freeze. Select an enemy construct to freeze for 2 turns. And I should specify an enemy attacking construct. So then the longer definition will be, let's use select a enemy attacking construct to freeze, preventing all attack actions on this, I guess, construct for 2 turns. You know, that is decently gaming. Then I can give it a basic ass thing. It doesn't matter what I make the icon because I haven't made the icon for it. Card unlocked with levels. Should it be unlocked with levels or should it be this one be achievement based? This one will probably be your level 4 card because why not? So that means no achievements need to be added and nothing down here needs to be changed yet. So there you go. That's at least the card data added. So if I was level 4, which I'm not, I'd be able to unlock it. But I'm not level 4, so it's going to be over here. If I want to unlock it, though, I can go over to the game data folder, modify this to be like a few, and restart the game. Now I'm going to have a lot of levels right now. I am aware that I have a lot of levels right now. Yeah, only 14 levels, but getting back to the point, if I go over to the logbook, you can see I have now unlocked freeze, although the icon is clearly fucked because I haven't made one. I'm not sure about the cost at 5. I'd probably reduce it maybe to like 4. I'm not sure how good it would be. Play again 4 is what I'm thinking in terms of how it plays. So now we can start getting into the more nitty-gritty of this card. This one is going to probably take a while because there's a lot of stuff I need to get done on this one. And also because it's kind of annoying to do. So let's get started. First things first. We need to define a new card state. Right? We have placer state. Placer state, discard state. Guess what, bitch? You've got a freeze state. I'll come back to that. Let's set up the basic card energy cost and play again nature of it. So that is as simple as going, over to the card definition. Match the whole word so that I can just click this and brought it to the bottom. Doesn't matter. So let's define some data about it. What kind of stuff should this be given? Well, I think this should have an energy cost of probably 4 since it's pretty good, but also I don't think it should end your turn. It'd be kind of weird and wasteful. So it's a play again card. Now, if we take a look in game, if it reload the script assemblies, that is. I mean, I don't. It's reloading script assemblies. I guess that's I'm dead. Take a look in game. Maybe, possibly. Yeah, there you go. Now it's a play again with an energy cost of 4. Freeze is a new status effect. It doesn't really matter, but that means it's gonna have to do something with card. Where the fuck is card defined? Still here. Probably an int. Public int. Free. Freeze amount equals 0, and then end turn check. It has been a minute since I've actually done any coding on this project, so you know, whatever. But that might be because you know, I just had midterms and whatever. I wasn't exactly in the greatest spot to do a bit of coding. So very similar, but if card played, I just need to do all this shit for when it is actually deciding the end of your turn, which is right here. This is when your turn ends. Yeah, so... Here is an interesting one. Do I just, like, go through everything on the turf or in the construct list? Probably on the construct list. So I'm going to do 4 each. Var con in... So now we gotta check it based on the player turn. So player turn is flipped where? Where does it get changed? Oh, here. Okay, so I can just do... So this is correct. So if it is the player turn, meaning player turn, yeah. Thought I was gonna sneeze. Wait. Nope, we're good. I just did not want to fucking sneeze into my microphone. That'd be a good idea. I could also try moving my microphone a bit. I don't know. I gotta make... It's kind of squeaky. I don't know. So I get, based on the player turn, or, you know, whoever's doing it right now, we're going to do either the player con, or if it is not the player turn, if it's not the player who ended their turn, then it'll be AI con. If con is not equal to null, so if it's not null, so if it exists, I should also specify and con.can attack. Then, resulting from this, it should also... Actually, I guess it shouldn't be if can attack in this case. It should be con dot just freeze, because they won't be frozen. You know, they won't be frozen. I can just do con dot freeze amount minus minus. Right? That's it. That's all I gotta do. Unless there is some kind of, like, update function I've got to run, like this one. Maybe. But, you know, that I haven't decided on... I don't have a visual for what it's going to look like when they're frozen. But, for now, at least, that's doing stuff. I've been muted. That's an L. I didn't even realize I was muted. I mean, I wasn't muted for too long, I hope, but that's definitely an L. I was... God, that throws me off by game. Anyway, I did mention that I think this is an outdated system, that I need to get rid of the fact that the fucking card action type is fucked to heaven. I mean, it doesn't need to exist, so it's just kind of extraneous code that I'm gonna replace probably soon, because it just doesn't need to exist. Anyway, so you got the, we got this. What do I gotta do to make it work, though? Well, probably it's just gonna act the same as other state machine related ones. State machine? Anyway, I do, freeze state equals true. I should specify if player in the future, or for the future case, which is when, else, AI freeze. Because unlike the, this is not a method code to go here. Unlike the player, which needs to go into a freeze state when this activates, it should just outright skip the state and just freeze something. It doesn't need to select anything. The selection is just for the player because the AI should, you know, be doing it with code in the background. It shouldn't be actually needing to use your mouse. It's separate systems, is what I mean. There are separate systems for determining what should be affecting what in this case. Anyway, let's move on. So we've got this turning on. What I want to do right now, go over to card display. Somewhere in here we have a fucked amount of cards. So shit. You. If can clock so that should disable all of the cards in your hand while you're in the freeze state. I think. I mean, basically what this should mean is once you've clicked the card, it should... Every card in your hand should turn gray because it's just like, no, don't click anything, you can't do that. No, goodbye. I think some other stuff will break, but at least the thing in the bottom left is supposed to say escape to cancel. I'll have to fix that in a second. You cannot press escape to cancel. Once you're in, you're in. You can't get out ever. So let's create a new deck. Balls, that's a good one with just freeze. So, balls, let's go. Well, that's good to see. It doesn't do anything. Or rather, I clearly am in the state, because I can't enter the state of another thing. That's interesting. Why is it doing that? Allow illegal decks, balls. So, I can enter that state correctly, but I click freeze, and now everything's broken. Well, that's interesting. Why? Why will... What? Oh. That would explain that one. Then I go up to gamer. I need to find close underscore menu. And the placer state, discard state. Guess what, bitches? We got a new one. It's called freeze state. Freeze state. So now you can press escape to get out of it. Maybe, possibly. Interesting note, it doesn't, the card that you have selected doesn't stay selected. I don't know where the code for that is. Probably in the fixed update. Never mind, it's just built in, apparently. So you can see that when I activate discard, the cards are available here, where when I click freeze, I am in the freeze state, and hence this. I need to get that to turn on. So where is the discard? God, this code is so shit. It's shit because it's not scalable. it's not unscalable. It's just like I'd have to keep tacking on new ones. A lot of this code I'm gonna have to come back and edit in the future probably to make less bad. Or I could just not and leave it to be really shit like that. I mean, if it works, I didn't even select the deck. I just went right past it. I was just like, no. Anyway, you can see now it says press escape to exit. I don't know that. It's fine that they kind of overlap it. I don't really care to fix that. You don't see it when you selected the leftmost one, but when you've selected any of the other ones, you can see that this text overlaps onto that. It doesn't matter. That's just kind of nitpicking, to be honest. Or it's not nitpicking, but it's something I don't care about at the current moment in time, although it is something I could note down to potentially edit in the future. Now, right now, you're able to click it even though you shouldn't be able to because, they don't have anything. They don't have any attacking cards. So that's goal number one. That's not goal number one, but that's a current goal. So let's go over to can click card. Oh, sorry, can play card. This hullabaloo here. This uses card index, I believe. So I should specify case 25 because this one requires a specific thing other than the construct sizes contains. This is not a placer, this is a selector, if that makes sense. So I basically need to search for everything in AI cons if the card if a isn't equal to null and a dot can attack ZC++ break if z is greater than 0 can click equals. Actually no, that's wrong. It is z less than 1. Yeah, okay. I shan't be able to click it. Clicking it should do absolutely nothing, at least until they've placed a cannon or some other type of attacking card. I could force them to do it by making them a deck without walls, but let's just have a look. So there you go. Now I should be able to click it. Correct. Now I can't do anything with this yet. So now this is the annoying part. Making the actual code to select this boy here. Well, thankfully for me, I've got some good code in, I believe it's fixed update. That says up there. That's the mouse pause card streak. I'm just trying to find the code that I wrote. Was it a while ago? The thing about... Yeah, this one. Alright, so we've got this code here. If not, check 7. That's an odd one. Unless that's like the pause menu or something. Anyway, so we have the actual code. I believe this is the thing. Where CD equals the thing. If the CD isn't null, then yeah, it gets all the data here. So, what is check 7? Update menu. What? Define. Check 7 to clarify is the pause menu. Yeah, that's kind of what I suspected, to be honest. So let's go back to the fixed update. I might be able to hijack this code for something else. So let's make a selector RQ. So let me get out of the canvas entirely, or rather, let me just disable this Not P1, that's the blocker. Let me disable this. So we've got this green thing in the background here. In other words, the placer, right? Yes, this is the placer. It's just offset because, you know, whatever. So I'm actually just going to move this off screen. I forgot that is not visible because of the gigantic black border I put around. Anyway, so we've got this placer area. I'm going to actually just have it like ever so slightly off screen just so that it's better to drag upwards. So we're going to duplicate this. We're going to need another one. This one is going to be the freeze selector. The freeze selector. Rename freeze selector. That's a cell. Selector. That doesn't even matter if it's named correctly. The name does not matter in this case. So let's create a random fucking reference to it. This is a stupid way of creating references, but there are so many random things that need it. So you got the freeze selector. It doesn't matter what I color it. Probably something like this to make sense. I'm gonna create a better outline to more distinguish it from the actual placer. I don't like that it looks the exact same as the placer, so I'll make its own selection area, I guess is what you would call it. I'm not sure the technical name for a area that you select. Anyway, so I might be able to hijack the code in fixed update, but for this. So let's take a look at fixed update. Asshole. Alright, it's just right here, though, isn't it? Here it is. So, because we have this code, right, we can get the CD is the current thing you have selected, right? If you're in the freeze state, else, isgrefs 91 dot set active false. If CD is player controlled, so if if it's not player controlled, as in it is an enemy card, and CD. Actually, I should specify if CD is not equal to null. Wait. No, that should just be in there, shouldn't it? So if the card is if the thing you're hovering over actually exists, and if the card can attack, and if the card is not player controlled. So I need to take is player controlled and invert that, meaning it's an AI card, or it's placed by the AI. Then we enable this. Then I do what? misgrefs 91.transform.position equals fucking shit. Okay, well, let's first do local scale. Local scale. This one is pretty trivial, right? Because it is the two things. So we create a new vector 3. 0, 0, 1. 1 being in the z direction. We don't care about that. So the first 0 is going to be construct sizes of card type. That says can attack. Card type. Sorry, 0. And then the other one, so that's the X dimension, and this is the Y dimension. So that gives you the local scale. Now I need to do misgrefs 91. I muted again. Fucking hell. I don't even, was that recent? I can't tell for how long I've been muted. I just looked over and saw that I was. It's happened twice this stream, where I've just like looked over randomly and I'm muted. I don't like that. Okay, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It was like 30 seconds at most, I think. Maybe. Hopefully. I hope. I pray. I genuinely could not tell you. Anyway, what I need to do is I need to take the turf position, which is the bottom left corner, and add the grid position. Mm-hmm. Makes sense to me, maybe. Let's take a look. So, turf, friendly turf, enemy turf is 3. So, misgrefs 3 dot transform dot position, and then we're going to add a new vector 3. So we're combining these two vectors. 0, 0, 0, so it's just a neutral one, but the x coordinate is going to be fucking, shit. Oh, I just realized a problem. Okay, so wait, they're all the same construct, aren't they? Dot grid pause. 0. Wait, no, not 0. Grid pause is a vector 2, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know what this is gonna do, to be honest. This could work. This could not work. I don't think it's gonna work. I think it's gonna be in the wrong location. We can try it. We can definitely try it. I just personally think this is not going to work. So let's just wait for the AI to put a cannon. Hey, thank you. So, interesting. Well, the scale is wrong. Oh, yes, I don't change this. It's not the local scale. It's actually the fucking image sprite render component, right? I do dot get component sprite renderer dot size. Sorry. Wait, this is a vector 2. This is, I just do new vector 2 and get rid of the extra definer there. Anyway. Fixing that, it should actually be properly scaled this time. We'll see. We'll see. New hand. Alright, alright. Ain't no way. Ain't no way I got that first try. Okay, well, it wasn't first try, technically. I did, actually, you know, fuck it up the first time. I gotta layer these differently. What is going on here? Sorry, I'm just noticing the weird layering with these things. But it shouldn't be weirdly layered. I don't know, man. Whatever the case, you see what is you see the balling. You see that this is the cannon right here? I can choose to freeze it. I mean, not yet. I haven't made the fucking shit yet, but we're getting there. So let's do attack. I mean, I can't just deny access to it. That's a... I'll have to come back to that. Slight problem with making it just say don't if construct dot freeze amount is greater than 0, then return. I can't just do this. Because this breaks some of the cards that exist. Namely, double shot. Because it could try and double shoot with a frozen card and then fail. So if you have, say, if you have 3 cannons, right? Okay, if you have 3 cannons and one of them is frozen, and it tries to shoot the frozen cannon, it'll count that as one of the cannons it tried to shoot. However, it didn't actually shoot, so double shot, which is supposed to shoot 2 cannons, will end up only shooting 1 randomly. because it chose to try and attempt to shoot the frozen one, but it couldn't shoot the frozen one because it was frozen. I got kitchen gun. What? Okay. I got kitchen gun. That should be in progress and announcements. That's the kind of progress we're making here. So things that are frozen should not be able to attack right now. I'll come back to the double shot problem. I'll write that down. Double shot fuck with freeze. Anyway, so I need to make the code to make selecting it actually work. So now we go back over to fixed update. I guess it shouldn't be in fixed update, it should be in update. Oh. Wait. That's a problem. Also, no, I still have the filters on. I don't know. My microphone is just picking up some background shit, I guess. Alright, so what I'm currently struggling with in terms of my brain and mind and shitty fucky wucky ucky bucky. How do I exactly get the one you're selecting? It has to be in fixed update, but I can't use. That's kind of suck. That kind of sucks. It means if you're holding down your mouse, it'll it'll. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It is fine. Fixed update. Update. Fixed update. Fixed update. What about it? Fixed update. If input no input dot I'm sorry, input manager dot is no. I might do that source. I mean, I'm going insane a bit right now. I mean, like, what? Why is this one right? Did I misspell it? I might have just fucking misspelled it. There is a very strong possibility I just misspelled it. And, maybe that is another instance of me going insane as you claim that I might be doing. Because what the fuck was that? Why is it not telling me I can do instance? Oh wait, it's because it's fucking it's a static. It's not a thing. It's a static. So I could just do input manager dot is key down. Oh wait, no, I can't do is key down. That'll be inconsistent because this is fixed up. I gotta do is key, and then I use I can just do keycode dot mouse 1 for now, or mouse 0 technically for left click. I know I have an actual keybind probably in here somewhere. I really should use the true keybinds. Yeah, no, that's gonna hurt me if I don't. Let's find it. So what did I define left click as? Item half, no, this is the item, this is for the jizz. These ones are for the jizz. Where is the, that's consoling related shit. It's the shoot one, shoot. Gamer, why is it shoot? I don't know, that's just the debug name that I'm using. Yeah, so I could just do input manager dot game keys, and then I use shoot instead. So that'll be left click. So now if you left click, no, else, if you left click, 1 sec. I made it there on purpose. If you left click, then freeze state, no. Freeze state equals false. We're no longer in freeze state. End turn check, it will do. And then also cd dot freeze amount equals 2. Simple as that. Simple as that. And it should only let you do it on ones that are validly selected because it's using the same code to check that. Oh, wait. I gotta draw cards. I gotta draw cards. Where's the code for draw cards? Draw cards. I need the one that I normally use, which is this one, I think, but I still want to find the one that I normally use. Default delay. There you go. That's the one I normally use for all the other things. So let's go back over to fixed update. Yes, bring me to fixed update, and I scroll back down to this. Draw cards. Is that before or after end turn check? Oh, I don't know off the top of my head. What changed here? Oh, that changed there. Makes sense. I'm just looking at various things. So, draw cards is prior, as I thought. So that should mean, what, that it works, probably? I mean, it seems like it'll work. There isn't any code to make it do anything, but I mean, there isn't any code to add visuals. I also selected the wrong deck again. One of these days I'll do it. So, even if they try to attack, it won't work, because it's frozen now. It has one turn left of freeze. There you go. See, look, it tried to shoot, but it was frozen, and now it didn't shoot. Now, if it tries to attack a second time, it'll actually work now. It should now actually work. That is if they tried doing an attack card. I got all day, folks. I don't actually have all day. Yeah, see, look, it worked. Now I've got to make some actual visuals for the fact that things are frozen. So, yeah, I'm gonna make some visual effects. So hey, who remembers my fucking who remembers my fucking? That's a good one. Somewhere over in prefabs we have construct. It could be in here. The particles. It's just a child of this. Play. You can see we got this. Your what now? My yes, Source. My what now? So we've got this particle effect, which I've used in the past for when it's weekend. Wait, what? No, it's not called weekend. My mind's a bit out of it. I definitely remember the name of my own particle effect, or my own effect. So we can make a new effect here. Now, what would it be like? I don't fucking know. Probably I could do literally the exact same fucking effect, except it's like this. Although I want to have less movement, probably. Velocity over lifetime, probably not this. Why does that have a linear Y upwards? Actually, that makes sense. But it's the noise that I need to get rid of, right? So now when they're frozen, they're like this, although I want it to be slower, I don't want it to be as fast. So I literally actually I think can just take particle lifetime and then bump that up to like 3 or something. Right? So they get frozen like this, the particle system. I don't want to change too much about it, although I do want to change how they spawn in. So we need to do the size over lifetime. Where is this? Size over lifetime, yes. I don't want this curve. That one's neat, but I need to do another one. You go here. You do like basically like this. You get the point, right? Like they grow and then they shrink. It's frozen, guys. So anyway, that's what it would be like if it froze. But now the thing I've actually got to do is make this. Wait, doesn't this code automatically fucking work? Hold on. I swear I made some shit for this already. Like, I construct my balls. Yeah, like I did make code for controlling particle systems and making them actually work. So let's take a look at how I made this one, so I can refresh my mind on this. I don't really remember doing this. So they all just become inactive, and then set particle used to check the thing. Okay, I got it. Okay, so I just set particle. Okay, so let's do card fold define. Click to this just so I can go back down to here so that I know what I'm doing. So who remembers the update thing? Not this one. Update display, which is a shit name, by the way, because this is not the display. This is the construct. Now, I am entirely aware of this, but who cares? Fuck you. Delete this line. Go back. One, not feebled. It's actually, get this, guys. Get this. It's based on if freeze amount is greater than 0. Now on what? Fixed update. Who loves this one? Fixed update. fixed update. Go back to here. Remember this? We just to cd dot update display. I don't actually think this is even a required line. I think it's kind of extraneous because it's run twice. And turn check. Where's update display ran? So it runs it here. It runs it here. That's kind of a problem, right? Because all of the removals of the freeze thing are here. So on anything that runs, or and not there, not where I selected here. So anything on this con.update display, I just need to also run it there so that it updates correctly. Whew, anyway, now, perhaps, maybe, a bit, possibly, the thing should have these particle effects applied to it, and they should line up and match. Maybe. I could have fucked up the code to make them scale. I don't entirely remember if I made that, but I think it does. So let's have a look. That's not an attacking construct, my friend. So I cannot select this, but I can select you, and it becomes frozen. Now, of course, I did not make it scale. Somewhere there is code that makes the thing scale to be the size of the boy, and I don't know where it is. Did I just forget to make it? There is a big possibility I just forgot to make it. I don't know where it would be. That's the thing. This thing with the set particles, if yes, like switch index. So based on the index default break, it should do this up here, and it'll do p dot fucking what? How do I change the size? Well, changing the scale actually scales the particles, right? Like if I change this, yeah, that makes all the particles really wide. I don't want that. I want to change the emission size. No, sorry, the shape size, right? This is using a rectangle, but I want to change the scale on the x-axis, right? So that it matches the construct. So p dot shape dot size scale equals new vector 3 0 0 1, except this one. What's the problem? What? Cannot modify the return value because it is not a yes, it is. It's a get not set. Oh my god. Okay, wait. So what if I do var e equals this, p dot shape equals this. Fuck you. Okay. How do I change the shape? P dot shape. Well, clearly it's not that. I can't do size. And it's not emission either. Well, because this is a get only. Why are they all like this? Do I need to get something else? Particle system, like, this is what I don't like about particle systems, is that they have like a fuck ton of these components, and they don't really need to have this many. Where's shape? Shape type, shape texture channel, shape. Why are there so many shapes? Shape type? I don't know. I don't fucking know. P2. P2 dot fucking size. No. Why? You are the particle system shape type. What do you not like? Why do you have nothing? Particle, what? Is it something else? Particle upgrader. What? All I want is to change the size. Wow. We can just let's reference p dot shape, right? So what do we have in here? let's say E dot um size scale equals new vector 3. What the fuck? Why was it throwing an error before? I have... Okay. So I can get rid of this line. 0, 0, 0 on the z-axis still. This one actually should be all zeros, except this time for these ones, I do construct... No, sorry. var g equals gamer.instance. So I do g.construct sizes. Do I not have a reference to the actual thing in here? The I construct by balls. Okay. So let's go back over to card so I can pass this over, because I kind of need it, you know. So, construct by balls, public card me lol. And then lol.card type. No, card type. The X dimension size. And then me lol the fucking other one, which is the Y dimension size. Now I gotta actually pass in the data for what me lol is. So I go over to gamer, I find the definition of card, which is somewhere. I make in the thingy, before it calls all this, con.melol equals this. Fucking hell. That should now maybe change the size of the particle effects. Maybe. Potentially, possibly. Who wants to bet some money? And now we wait. That's not a cannon. That's not a cannon. That's not a cannon. I can wait. There you go. All right. So, yeah, it is correctly actually sized now. So now the particle effects are actually applied over the entire construct instead of the the thing. But instead of the thing. The thing. Shit. It should increase the particle amount per volume, shouldn't it? Fuck me. Okay. Sorry, let's just move this out. Public, or not public. Bool should, I guess I'll do scale with size equals false. Bool by equals false. So by default, it'll set both to true. So in other words, scale with size equals true, emission scale with volume equals true. So this one will run if scale with size is true. And then also the other one that can run is if emission scale... No. Don't rename this to that one. There. So if the emission scales with the volume, I guess it should be emission rate, shouldn't it? I think there's a keybind to automatically fucking rename this shit. I know this is a long-ass name, but who fucking cares? So this gets this. I need to instead get var e equals p dot emission, and I take the... I also... Wait, no, I need also the shape. So I got the emission in the shape. E dot... What? I don't have an initial an emission size, so it'll just multiply it every time it gets set particle, which is not good. Fuck me. Okay. So what is the emission rate, per chance? I need a number on this. 10. What's like a good number for this? 5, probably. Right? So you got 5. Um, float, uh, default M rate equals 5. Bool over... No. This is gonna fuck up the other thing, because it's gonna make it way less. Sorry, this is just some shit that is gonna do. So it'll take e dot how do I rate? Is it just rate? I'm gonna say rate equals p dot scale. I'm sorry, s dot scale dot x times s dot scale dot y. So effectively the volume. And then I'm going to take e dot rate times this. So in other words, it multiplies it based on the volume. What do you not like here? The particle system is obsolete. I don't care about obsoleteness. Use rate over time or rate over distance. Fuck you. Rate over time. What do you not like about this, though? The operator cannot be applied between min and float? Oh, sorry, yeah, rate over time. Thought. Uh, is it that? It might be that. Anyway, then I can do one more, which is overwrite m rate. And if you do that, then all it does is equal the default m rate. I don't think it's gonna like me if I do that. You fucker. Why? You know what? I don't care. I do not care. How is that even possible? I don't know. How this is a different thing than this. It's just setting them equal. I don't know how that's even working, to be honest. But it's not throwing an error, so that's cool. The default is this, except 0 should have some special functionality. Case 0, so that all of this should actually be false, so that it doesn't fuck up with the other one. So on 0, it's all gone. Actually, this doesn't make a lot of sense. This should be inverted, shouldn't it? So it is all on by default. So by default, it runs nothing. And on this one, it sets them to false. Sorry. Yeah, anyway. So this is because I don't know if I'm going to need... I don't want it to fuck with the already existing particle effect that I have. I just want this one to also be, you know, good. So theoretically what this should have done is it should scale the emission rate based on the volume. I picked the wrong goddamn deck again. So I can actually go out and inspect it and see if it, and take a look at what to see if it works. So let's freeze it. Now I can look at it visually and see that, oh yeah, that's probably working, but I can actually go in and take a look at you. This construct here, which will be on the enemy turf. No, sorry, not here. That's not where this is. Where is this stored? I forget. Construct handler, construct clone, particle system, emission. Yeah, it has a rate over time of 10. Now I can manually change this to something funny like 100, and you see, you get something very funny looking. Don't mind the orange. So, yeah, right? But basically what this is doing is it's scaling the rate over time by the area that it's producing it over. So, essentially, if I had it set at 5, right? Let's set the size back to normal. Take a look at this density. take a look at this density here. If I want to extrapolate the same density over the entire area, I can't just scale up the size, right? Like if I scale up the size to, let's say, 100 times the normal size, right? In other words, a 10 by 10 area, you can see the density is completely fucked. It's still generating at the same rate, but over 100 times the initial area, meaning it's not the density is just completely gone. But if I multiply the rate over time by 100 as well to compensate, then of course there's a fuck ton, but you'll notice the density is actually back to originally what I wanted it to be. So clearly I wouldn't actually keep this at this rate. They seem to be kind of fluctuating in and out. Like there's a wave and then they go by, and there's a wave and then they go away. I don't know, that's just kind of a neat thing. I think that might be because it's limiting how many it's allowed to spawn in at a time. I think 500 rate might be a bit too high, but then again, nothing is going to be this high in terms of size, right? Like at most you're going to have like 10 or something like this, and then like a 2 by 1. So that is why I was multiplying it by the volume. It's so that the density remains the same no matter the size. For example, I multiply the size by 10, multiply the rate by 10. You can see them now. It's the same exact density, just over a much longer area. That's what I was enabling. Now, the reason why I disabled it for the 0th case is because I am 90% certain that if I go make a what deck builder, same deck, different shit, you and Feeble Shot. Do I not have Feeble Shot unlocked? The hell am I doing? Yeah, I don't have Feeble Shot unlocked. That's kind of interesting. Let me go give myself those achievements, RQ. That would explain why I wasn't able to select them, but it's still funny I just didn't even have them. I don't even know where this is stored, to be honest. Not there, probably. Cards unlocked is separate. That's more, yeah, that's too low. It would be higher. Here. Let's just give myself all of them. I don't actually remember the amount of achievements there are, so I'm just doing higher than the amount that I think there are. So now I should have all the cards. This is correct. Now I can go to the deck builder and make them to my heart's content. So now we can use, oh, yeah. That's a bug. That's not right. What? 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 Why is this card changing? Uh, huh? You know, I'm not gonna question it. I'm not gonna, you don't question it. I know it's a bug, I'll fix it later. So let's allow illegal decks, select the deck. So it's still using the correct things. I'm just gonna put a cannon down. They're gonna put a wall down to counter me. They didn't. I just need to put a cannon down. I need to take a look at Feeble Shot and its particle effect. So you can see this particle effect. Yeah, it's actually not right. You can see that this particle effect doesn't scale with it. I thought I had fixed it. I just completely did not make the code to make this scale with the size of the construct. So actually what I should do is go out here and delete that code. More specifically, I need to go over to, where is it? Fucking somewhere in here. I remember where it is. In it. Well, that would explain it. I actually just don't need this then. Unless I want to change the default rate of production of them, which I could also do. But let's go back over to the skibidi. Where's the skibidi? Where's it? I need it. I need it. Where is it? Where is it? You. So we have this particle system, which is all cool and dandy and shit. But you are the more interesting one. This one. So this one, when I press play, this is the particle effect that I wanted to scale. I actually don't like the strength of this being this high. I'll have it. So there is still a bit of randomness. It's just less noticeable. What a rate is this currently? Okay, well if I make it 5, this would be the emission rate of weakened ones. I could change the lifetime up to like 2 or something. That's fair. That's fine. I like that. Save. Anyway, so now that should actually look not garbage. Perhaps. possibly. That's not the right deck. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that's not a cannon. 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 That's a cannon. Don't block it. Don't block it. Don't block it. That works. Right now you can see that it's the okay. What the fuck? Huh. Uh uh-huh. So I feeble shotted it. Why is it Oh, you fucker. Oh, okay. Okay. That's on me. It has to do with this. If me lol dot individual parts I hate it so much. It's just that. It's just that. Anyway, what was happening there is it was using the scale of the placer. For example, I'll use the classic deck. Okay, so you see how this is a 2x1, right? What it was saying is when it was trying to apply the particle effect on this wall bit, it was like, oh, you're a 2x1. So then it makes the particle effects 2x1. That's so stupid. That's so stupid. That's so stupid. Anyway, that's fixed now. Up next in the list of things to figure out why the fuck it's happening. Who wants to help me figure out why the deck builder is just like, how about no, we just randomly switch up what's in your fucking deck. What? Attack. Cannon. Attack. Cannon. Huh? I suspect this has to do with the fucking updating of the cards, but that's still fucked. So, let's go into 2 deck builder. 2 deck builder. If anything, I should take a look at the function it's actually running, not the... But I still know which one it is, because it is the reload deck thing, I suspect. Where is the bit of code that deals with the funny one on the right, though? Like, this is all neat and dandy code. What is going on here? What am I looking at? Jesus Christ. So, let's go through this. Sort card so that one, where's the other one of those? Here. Okay. So this code and below is dealing with the shit on the right side. So it gets the sorted list of all the cards in your currently selected deck. That's fine. Gets all the components in the thing. So for what? Sorry. So everything in it, if you haven't unlocked the card, or it's a fake card, then it removes it. And that's it. That's all it's doing. Okay. That's kind of redundant code. I don't think I need that. Or maybe I do, I don't know. Whatever the case, that's not affecting it. Next one. The difference is taking the count, subtracting the length of the things that it found. So, for all of the ones that it did find, that already existed, it goes through and create... Oh, wait, sorry, no. If there is a positive difference, meaning this number is greater than this number, then it's going to find the difference and create new ones. Or, if the number is a negative difference, meaning there's excess ones, that it deletes the extra ones. Not sure why there's a try-catch statement here, to be honest. I don't remember why I needed it, but it exists. Anyway, moving on. So then it goes through everything in Nerds 2. It goes through everything in Nerds 2. If disp isn't equal to null, nerd harder. For real? Ain't that for real? So this should just mean if it's not null, which it shouldn't be, but, you know, it'll get the card, which is supposed to do, and doesn't run start. I explicitly told it to not run start. Why? That doesn't make any sense. Why would I update the card and change its state, but not reload the fucking display? What? What? Okay. Well, fix that one. God, that was stupid. Okay. For some reason, the line of code to tell it to update the display. Basically, I set the correct data. The data in it was correct. The data that the card had on it was in fact correct. Anything you did to it would do the correct actions. It is just the visual of it. I, for some reason, had commented out the line of code to make it update the visuals. My brain is just fucking massive sometimes, you know? I'm sometimes enamored by my pure intellect sometimes. This is Giga Brain. All right. That's interesting. So, interesting to see. That's fixed now. And we've also got a new card. This one and this one look incredibly similar. I was just thinking that. Because they have the same icon, and they both are just play again cards. And, you know, that's just kind of confusing. But I will make it this one have an actual unique icon. At the moment, it doesn't, because I haven't made one. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that fucking crazy? Wee, that was interesting. Who wants to make the achievement for it? Don't care. Guess what? Why you I can talk. You want to know why? Because it already has an unlock requirement. What? Sorry, I just died for a second. When the card... What am I talking about? The card unlocks when you level up to level 4. 3. 4. 4. It is 4. It is level 4. When you reach level 4, I'm going insane. When you go to level 4, you get the card Freeze. Done. Next up, who wants to make some funny cards? So, why is it starting? I don't know. We have more cards to make. I have a list of shit to do. So I was thinking, what about rail cannon, or rail gun, or whatever the fuck you want to name it, rail gun. Here's an idea. It's a 1x3 cannon, right? Most of the cannons we know are 1x2. This is the correct naming scheme, right? Yes, 1x2, 1x3. So it's effectively like a sideways version, or like a 90-degree rotated version of the wall. It's really long horizontally. It takes up half of the space that you're allowed. You only have 6. If you look at the game map, you have 6 spots here. It takes up 3 of them. Instead of, you know, most cannons take up 2. Horizontally, that one takes up 3. Which is quite the, that's like a 50% size increase from the normal cannon. It also would do 7 energy cost, would have less health than the normal cannon. Normal cannons have 30, this one had 25. But here's the funny bit. The shots would deal 20 damage, and they'd also have infinite pierce, but the damage is halved every time they hit a construct. That's an interesting idea. They hit one construct, next one's 10. They hit another one, then it's 5. Hit another one, 2.5, etc. So they are like the Piercer card, right? The Piercer is it's somewhere in here. It does 5 damage always, no matter what. It doesn't get slowed down. It always does it. But you cannot deal core damage. It just doesn't do core like if I don't have it in my thing. If I start the game, it doesn't do damage over here. It just deletes itself. It doesn't do it. It's just like, no, I refuse. But the railgun could do up to 20 damage in one shot if left with nothing to block the shots. Now, of course, a 2x1 wall would be much more effective at stopping it, of course, because it hits it twice. So in other words, it divides the damage by 4. But it doesn't outright stop it, right? It divides the damage by 4, meaning railgun here shoots through this. It would do 20 damage, instant break it, 10 damage, leave it on 5 health, and continue going with and deal 5 core damage. Maybe. I don't know if that's too broken. It might be. It was just a thought. Why have I messaged me? Is it too overpowered? it seems too overpowered. Maybe it could be 15, but then dividing by 2 gets kind of fucky because then you immediately hit decimals, right? I mean, I could do it at 16. So it does 16 and then 8 and then 4 and then 2 and then 1. You know? So I'll keep it at 20 for now and we'll see if it works. Um 16 is a nice number because of how nice it is divisible by 2. Um we'll see how we go. So let's just start working on this. So this is going to require some new construct images. But guess what? We don't have any. We're very funny like that. Thankfully a lot of the code for this shit is not that new. So construct images donk donk. I don't have an image, so I'm just going to use a square. I'm just going to use a square because I haven't made an image. Wait, do I need to make it the correct size? I might have to make it the correct size. So who wants to quickly throw together an image with me? So we go over to Umbra assets. Don't look at my assets folder. You have all the assets for this shit. Oh, is that a card that doesn't exist? No way. There is some interesting developer textures in here, like the tower. And some behind the scenes stuff from some of the other things. I don't know, you got some interesting stuff. Oh, you have the old purchased icon that no longer exists because I didn't like it. And the actual original game homepage concept art. Ain't that's cool to see, you know? The colors are much more dull than they are now, like if you compare the two. If it would start, you can see these are the current colors, these are the old ones. You can see this one is like a brighter blue. And there's a higher level of contrast in the colors. I mean, you also could go and like up this if you wanted to have, for some reason, if you wanted to do that. Anyway, so this is the original game concept art, which is pretty neat to have. I keep forgetting that I have this. I'm gonna be honest. I just keep forgetting it exists. But because it's very different than it's very similar yet also very different from how the game currently looks on the homepage, right? Like on this one, everything is more symmetrical, very centralized, you know? It's all centered, it's all even, it's all symmetrical. This one is very asymmetrical, right? You have the thing on the right side. These things are all very like tangled around. I don't fucking know. I don't know which one I like more, but I did end up going with the middle design simply because it allowed me to have way more buttons. Which I prioritized over having a asymmetrical design. So I don't know. I just fucking hit my microphone. So don't mind that. Don't mind that. I do need to make an image real quick. So I can just take like the make a copy. Well, let's make a copy of the wall. Now, I'm not actually gonna design anything too complex here because I don't care. We are just going to page setup this with 15 instead of 5. You know what? I could honestly live with this being the current thing for right now, just so that I know it's like work in progress. I just say balls. I think that's a good one to throw in there. This should not be this. Insert word art. Where is word art? Balls. Bold. This transparent. I know it's just I know it's perfect, honestly. Like I don't know if this gets better, to be honest. You know what I can also do? I can make it like a really shitty color like this. There you go. That's the piercer. That's the piercer. Not the piercer, not the piercer. The railgun. Rename railgun temp. So we have a very professional looking railgun. That's a new server emote. I can send that in general chat. There you go. That's balls. I don't know. It's not meant to look good. It's meant as a temporary image so that I know what I'm doing while I'm making this. And so I know that the things are actually lined up correctly and actually in the correct spot. So let's go and add all this data. So we're going to create the railgun. Now, this one will be I'm not gonna bother writing the description. Shat 2. This one, the icon, we actually technically have one, I guess. Unlocked at level 5. Unlocked at level 5. This is 26, yes. So it's unlocked at level 5, I guess. No achievement related to this, maybe. And that's all I need to add there. Now I do need to go down and change the construct images from square 1 to, of course, the almighty railgun temp. Now I do need to also make these correctly sized to match all other construct sizes. So 480, I believe I need to make this 480. So it's actually scaled correctly on the map. Next up, we make what? Thing? Yes. So let's go. We need to find where the construct images are defined. Get con sprite. This thing which gets the sprite number for all of the things. Very, very, very similar shit here. Same shit, different day. 26, except instead of returning 5 and 6, we return different numbers, right? We return the new ones that I added in the construct list, which is 8 and 9. So if it's a player one, then it's 8. If it's not, then it's 9. That right now they're the same image, so it doesn't matter. But in the future, I'm gonna have different images. The blue version and the red version, good versus evil, whatever the fuck you want to do. I'm just saying that there's gonna be two different versions of it, so there's gonna be two different versions, and that's what it's for. I feel like I don't need to explain this, or maybe I do. I don't fucking know. So up next, we're not done. I mean, clearly we're not done. The card isn't even close to being done. We need to define the card properties next, which, we did this very similar, but now we got some other properties and shit. So card number 26. Again, no. It's not a play again card. This will be 7 energy. It's also a what is it? Attacker equals true. So this is an attacking related card. It does attacking. It does shit. It does shit related to attacking your balls. I'm gonna say because why not? That doesn't matter. 1 equals true is just for AI, making it slightly more efficient, I guess. It helps make the AI less bad, but you don't really need to know exactly what that is. It's just behind the scenes shit. So we've got a new thing in here. It looks so bad, but it's really funny. So I love it. So let's I think this deserves taking a screenshot of this. This is not an instant card. I haven't defined it. I need to make it actually say the thing. So let's find where the construct struct sizes are defined. Somewhere in here. So I need to define the size as a 3. So that'll make the actual size correct. So I think now the game will let me actually use it and place it. Maybe. Possibly. Perhaps. A teeny bit. Oh boy. So we've I'm screenshotting this simply because it's really fucking funny. So I'm just going to send that in progress and announcements. That's amazing. It's honestly a W. So if I make a new deck, who cares about all this? Let's just do attack and um railgun. That's all we need. That's all we need. That's all we fucking need. Balls, yeah. Wow. I can't even do either of them. I don't have enough energy. So, railgun. I put it down. Now, what does it do? That's a good question. Forgot about that. Oh, fuck me, man. I forgot about that. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, hold on. That that genuinely took me off guard. Every time I make something new that can attack, that happens too. Like, because I haven't defined what the actual because I haven't defined any properties, that's what it defaults to. Because I was like, I need to make sure I remind myself, make the actual properties. It should not work right off the bat because they are broken. I can place another one. Get fucked, cannon. No, I forgot they also only have they only have 15 health right now. I haven't told them to have 25. That's something I forgot to define. So we go back over to the card definition. We need to go back over to this card definition and change the health equal to 25, which is not that hard to do. It's just another parameter here. Health. No, that says head doff. What? Yeah, what the fuck is head doff? Health equals. That's not equals. Equals 25. So let's make the actual attacking, shall we? Maybe. Jesus Christ, this thing is... How many lines? 4.8 thousand lines. Yeah, that's chill. That's fun. I believe it's in projectile where I need to do all this shit now. So projectile. Where is the icon used? Isn't that in the prefab for the projectile? I think it is. Projectile. So currently I don't have a sprite in place. So for now, the image that I'll choose to be the representation. Yeah, that works. Railgun temp. It just shoots another railgun at them. I need to make it choose the correct thing. So if the index is 26 and it is player owned, then it chooses sprites 5 or 6. 5 or 6. So now the icon is correct. Now we do the fun shit, which is making the target type. Yeah. So I think this one works. Target type, get target. That's good. Damage, funk, damage. If do I have a does this take in? Okay, no. I have a reference to the card, right? What? How do I get the card that shot this? Target card. No. Do I not have a... Spawn data.card. That's what it is. Okay, buddy. If spawn data.card type, nope. Card type equals 26, so it's the railgun one, then oh wait, I should also make a definition up here that specifically on case 26 the damage is 20. New high record for damage, by the way. So if it's 26, then the damage should be divided by 2 after the damage has been dealt. Yeah, makes sense. And then or spawn data dot card type equals 26. Well, that should just work now. I mean, it looks like ass because I haven't made the actual icon or description or detailed description or construct image or enemy construct image or cannon shot or enemy cannon shot. But it works. I'm like 90% sure this works, by the way. I guarantee you it works. This should Destroy this. 10 damage to this. 5 damage over here. Fuck. I forgot to change the type. That would help. That would help. So the target type. Where's target type defined, and why is it here? Yes, this switches the target type. Get data. Oh, I need to I forgot to specify the fact that it should be a target type. Yeah. My B. I just completely forgot to tell it that it's supposed to pierce through the walls and shit. So it just still thought it was like it was supposed to act up like that. Anyway, we got the AI throwing hands now. They just discarded and chose to do nothing. All right. All right. 20 damage breaks this, 10 damage here. Fuck. Why is it doing 15 and what is going on here? Well, maybe, maybe, possibly, perhaps, if I gave it the right fucking number. Wait. $25 isn't an attacking card, right? No, 25 is the place a hole. I just typed 26. I mean, I typed 25, not 26. One of these days, I'll just do it right without having made a typo somewhere. Railgun. 20 damage to you. 10 damage to core. Boom. That did 20 damage to the core, so it didn't divide the damage by 2, but we're getting there. We're getting there. So does this just annihilate all of these now? That's a bit overpowered. That's a bit overpowered. Let's fix that. Let's fix that. Why is it not dividing the damage by 2? You see, did I put this in the wrong spot? I probably did. No. What? 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 Oh, you fucker. It resets the... Okay. Okay. No, not a float range parameter, just a float. Maybe I put some capitals on there by accident, but float equals damage. And then I just say if the damage equals dam. Okay, so to be clear, what was happening there is every frame it was resetting the number back to 20. Whoops. What was me? So let's make it so it doesn't, reset the number every frame, and maybe it'll work this time, perhaps, maybe, possibly. So let's skip my turn, get the AI to put something down. Let's take a look. So I'll put this down. They might block it. They did not. Let's attack. So this should be 20, destroys the wall, 10 over here. Fuck you. Okay. Why? Why? What? I explicitly told it. One of these days I'll do it. One of these days I'll do it. One of these days. If I just stop making typos. If I stop making typos, eventually it'll get done. I do it one test at a time. One test at a time. We do one after the other. It worked. It worked. It worked. It worked. And why did it not even do damage? It did 5 there. This is amazing. It just shoots out balls. Wait, if I attack again, that's gonna take 40 damage. Yeah, I won. That's an interesting card. That's an interesting card. Well, well, well. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Um, general. I just need to write something down. AI attempts play after game. And sorry. Anyway, don't mind me. Well, that's almost another card done. I'd call it another card done, but we're missing a few things. Namely the description. Maybe the icon. I mean, I'm not doing the icons this stream. I like to do them off stream. They're kind of. I don't think they're that interesting to watch me make. I mean, maybe they are. I could do a stream where I just fucking make some of these. I just don't think it's that interesting because there's not a whole lot of commentary I can give. It's mostly just my own personal opinion on how well I think something looks or what I want to design for it. So I don't know. It's not the most interesting. So I just generally like put on some video and then design. Anyway, so you've got the railgun here, and it says Shat in Shat 2, Return of the Shat. You know, so it is Return of the Shat type shit. So I've got to give it an actual description. This card might be a bit busted. It will have to come back to it, definitely. I'm debating. This could be a heavy card. Oh. I'm not opposed to that actually. Because we have had this tag that's never been used, really. Heavy. So, well, only one card has really used it. What was heavy again? Heavy is, so far, only one card uses it right now, and that's Earthquake. And that is basically, it skips your next turn. So you go to the logbook on Earthquake, right? Gives the opponent an extra turn when played. It skips your next turn, is what it means. So if you played your card, then the opponent actually gets 2 Weiss the moves. 2 Weiss. Yeah. Yeah. And the reason is the reason I'm thinking about this is because the railgun, while cool, and I do like it, is kind of a bit OP right now. I mean, it has the ability to absolutely tear through defenses. And there's not a whole lot you can do about it right now. And the 20 damage on a core hit is brutal. Okay, here's what I'm thinking, right? You place a cannon down, enemy places, or you place a railgunner down, they place a cannon. You shoot, do 20 damage to the cannon. They shoot, do 15 damage to you. You shoot again, do 20 damage to the cannon, destroy it, and you've done 20 damage to the enemy as well during this time. Now, the enemy has to then waste a turn putting a cannon back, which then you could shoot, destroying it, or not destroying it, but getting it down to 10. So effectively, it gives you, and then, or once you attack it, getting it down to 10, then finally the enemy could attack and get you your one destroyed, right? So when I basically, and throughout that entire time, you did 30 damage basically to the enemy, and they did none to you. So I think it's a bit more fair to give the enemy an extra turn when you play it, because it is a brutal card to fight against, especially if you could get 2 down. So, yeah. And I think that can more balance the energy cost at 7. My voice cracked. I don't think you should get energy on heavy. I think I think you currently do. I don't think you should. I think you do though. I'll look at it. Um, so if I just go to the card definition, that's not the right function. Well, not the right thing. If I just define this will bring me to a card somewhere. No, found it. All right. I personally think heavy is a way to balance this. Maybe it's not the best way to balance it, but I think it's better than just like cranking up the energy cost or something like that. And this also was part of the original inspiration for why I wanted to have heavy in the first place, which was allowing me to have more OP cards in the game that you could use under specific conditions. This is also the first red-blue card, so that's pretty crazy. Well, I mean, anything with blue besides that's not monocolor would be the first of its kind, but a red-blue color on this is pretty interesting. It's the first. So if I sort by color, right? Like you go to the red section, it's up there at the front. Currently multicolor ones are first. I don't know if that's good or bad. I could change it to be either way. Or to that multicolor is after the monocolors. Mm. It's arbitrary. It's sorted by the first one. Hmm. I think the search is funny though, because I can search like fart and nothing comes up. Just so sad. Shat. But I can get shat. I can't get shat too, but I can get shat. Because it's in the description. Like you can search either railgun and get it, or you can search shat and get it, because I search either the description or the name. No, nothing is baller. Um, nothing's come. I hate this. I don't know. I'm just fucking messing around with that because it's just kind of funny to see what names exist and what don't. So let's write an actual description, shall we, for the fucking card I just made? That'd be a good idea. Um, I don't even know a good way to describe this. Damage 30. No, not 30, sorry, 20. And we break the line so it goes to a new one. The place a piercer line is really not necessary on this, but I'll do it anyway. Place a rail gun. Damage, that's that, there you go. Damage 20, and then will say attacks all constructs, but damage is pierce. But damage, that makes sense, right? Attacks pierce all constructs, but damage is halved each pierce. That makes sense. I think that's pretty clear. For a short description, I need it to be like concise and short. I hope that fits on the fucking card. It does. So I think that's like a nice short, concise description for on the card itself, and then I could of course have a more detailed description over here. Place a railgun, does 20 damage, attacks pierce all constructs, but damage is halved each pierce. That should not be a comma. There's a comma should be there. Put a comma here, and this should not be a comma. This should be a period. Anyway, so now I can do a long description instead of shat 2. I can do places a big rail gun. Places a big rail gun, which shoots piercing shots for 20 damage. Horror damage, but but the damage is halved for each. along their path. For each construct they hit along their path. I think that makes sense. And then of course, you have the other informational stuff that I don't need to include in a long description, like the fact that you lose your turn when you play it. Or that you lose your turn and you lose your next turn because of it, because it's just marked on the card itself as being heavy, and the attack as well. Should I include that in the description? It feels kind of redundant because there is a lot of cards that have shit like this. Like all of these cards are marked as play again related cards, right? So I feel like in their long description, I don't need to specify that you play again after you do it, because it's already in there. Mm. Anyway, the railgun. Places a big railgun, which shoots... That should be one word, I think. Railgun. Maybe it's two words, but the card name is... I want to match the card name. Places a big railgun with a capital R as well, because it's a noun, which shoots piercing shots for 20 damage each. These shots pierce all constructs. Shots pierce through all constructs and can deal core damage, but the damage is halved for each construct they hit along their path. I think that's pretty clear for what it does, I think that's like a good description. That's what it does. It's just a literal description of what it is doing. So, yeah. Wait, hold on. W-segs. Now, of course, the AI cannot place this right now. And there are some stuff that I need to fix with freeze. And AI evaluation and other stuff. Well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Having actual useful railgun. It looks like shit. I still think it's pretty funny that this is what the fucking attack thing looks like. It just shoots a railgun. Like, imagine if this cannon didn't shoot like the pellets that it shoots another fucking cannon. Like, it's not even scaled down or anything. It's literally just another one. Just funny. Yeah, this thing is a bit nutty. Recursive railgun is a funny idea. Did I lose my turn? Did that even work? Or am I just like, was I just like tripping? I might have just been. Like, I swear I did not lose my turn, or maybe I wasn't paying attention to what the enemy did. They just didn't have enough energy to utilize it there. I skipped my turn for a bit. They're using their energy efficiently. No. Stop. There we go. Okay. So, double shot, wall, and they skip. Bro. I'm explicitly trying to let the AI use its energy in a way that'll let it have another shot at wasting all of its shit. Stop. You have 10 energy. No fucking shot. What? ISTG. What is causing this? Where is core 10? Nope, that has one. I should enable the fucking thing that lets me see the dev hand, or the hand. So if I play the game in dev mode, which means I just get some debug logs, and I skip my turn, I can view the AI hand. They have a shitty ass hand right now. But yeah. So they actually can. It's just like the AI just got really, really unlucky. Like right there. Also, why is it... Okay, their current hand is 11, 12, 14, 5, 3, and 2. I really should just make this automatically translate this. 11 core rebirth, 12 sweep, 13. No, no, not 13. 14 is double shot. 5 is attack, which they don't have anything. 3 is a cannon, which they couldn't place because they didn't have enough energy. And 2, which is a 1x2 wall, which they couldn't place because they didn't have enough energy. Shit. That's interesting. I'm not even sure if I can fix that. I mean, maybe I can. That's that sucks. Okay, I'll have to note this down. Make thing to fix. All right, sorry. I was just noting this down for myself later. Right now the AI tends to get stuck on hands that are not good. Like right now. For instance, the cards it has are not good and it can't play them. So if I attack, I mean, that'll open up the ability for it to use like some other stuff that it has, right? But it's getting stuck with bad hands that it can't play anything with, and that's the problem that it was running into, is that it literally could not play anything. That is interesting. So I might have to remake the AI slightly to make it better. They new-handed and then played a card. Wait. That AI, the energy gotten from that should not work how they got it. I win. I got a bit of XP, guys. I got a teeny itty bitty bit of XP because I'm level 14. No, ain't no way anyone's getting like hundreds of levels in this. I think that didn't we discover once that the maximum level is something like weird, like that's pretty low. It's like 100 something maybe. Because the XP increases, the XP requirement increases exponentially. It might be, I don't know. Or it could be going nuts. That's also very true and a very plausible idea. Anyway, aside from the fact that the AI is being very cursed, we need to make some stuff not break. So I can close that for now. Who remembers Double Shot? Hmm? Who remembers it? The card. Well, I have some news for you, buddy. There is some slight issues now that we've made Freeze. Yeah, you remember Freeze. We're coming back to this. I did write this down for something that I'm gonna do later. I'm just gonna do it now. So basically, it's going through everything in PPAP and attack, but so it gets everything at random order. If you can attack, and the fake card, and that, and CD dot. I'm just making a new thing called really can attack. Public bool really can attack. Right? It just checks, can you really attack? Return false. But that does not say false. Bool E equals can attack. So if you can attack, E equals raise amount less than 1. Or I guess less than or equal to 0. So that should fix that problem. So now that should only detect ones that it really can attack, and then also for double shot on can play card, I need to check not that one, not that one, not that one. Which one is double shot? Am I going nuts? Double shot is 14. This doesn't have a case? Oh, it's a fall through over here. It should be not if a dot can attack, it can be really can attack. Right? Because we're reusing this thing. Basically it's checking if you can attack and you're not frozen, is what it's meaning. That's what it's doing. Now the AI eval evaluate play function here on number 5 and 14 needs some additions. Specifically, where's 5? You can attack should just be changed to really can attack. Anything in here that says can attack should be changed to really can attack. More specifically 14 and 15. Because now they are only checking cards that are real, they exist, they are funny, we are Gucci. Gucci, my hombre. Checks segs. So yeah, that means what's the problem? And cannot be between. Fuck you, I didn't put the ending parentheses. Anyway, that should mean all of that stuff I was talking about before about the double shot trying to accidentally select things that are frozen should no longer happen. And if the function I made broke in some way, since they're all referencing one function, I can just change it there and fix it for all of them. I don't have a good way of testing this. I can't freeze my own shit. I don't have a succinct way of testing if any of this works. So for now, at least, I'm just going to say it does. You know, I have some other goals as well. I have the cleanse card, you know. That one it could be interesting. What should... Yeah, I mean, it's not even... It's so easy to do. It's so easy to do. I'm just gonna do it. All right. I should have kept that open. Anyway. So let's make cleanse. This is something I was pondering a while ago, which is essentially a card to counter all of the negative effects. You know, you got feeble, you've got fire, you've got freeze. You can't do shit about them. Until now. Now you can bring cleanse, and cleanse would just like get rid of all of the negative debuffs on you. It wouldn't provide any buffs. It wouldn't get rid of anything else. All it would do is wipe away all of the debuffs applied to you. And I think that's the current play. I want to make some buff cards as well. Currently, all of the effects that exist in the game, as we speak, are debuff cards. You know, fire, flame, freeze, and feeble. Those are all bad things. But what if there was some good ones? Now, I have some written down in my game ideas document, but that's just a thought experiment, you know? Like, what are some things I could apply that would be good for things to have? So, something to consider. No, that's right. Shit. Nope, it didn't break. Cleanse. So you have cleanse. All debuffs. I should just say, clears all debuffs on self. Removes all debuffs affecting your core or constructs. Affecting your core or... Yeah, that makes sense. So then I can just put in another one. I'll just copy paste on that, just so that it's the same, like, empty image, because I don't have an image for this either. You know what? I said I wouldn't, but maybe I will, you know, work on... Actually... So I was just thinking maybe I would do a bit of the stream where I go and do some shit, but nah, I'm good, actually. Level 6? Nah, this is a level 6, this is a level 5 kind of thing. I'm just swapping the order that you unlock these in terms of levels. So you get it at level 5. Maybe. I'm just kind of throwing shit at the wall, hoping it sticks. I want to add content for levels rather than achievements, because currently you only have up to 6 levels worth of, like, once I make cleanse, you only have 6 levels worth of cards to achieve. So the more cards I have in the levels, the longer you can play the game, I guess. But the achievements also add stuff to go for after you've beaten or gotten all of the level related content. I want to have a card every level for a while, maybe up to 20 or something, so that so that you can just keep playing the game, and even if you're not doing anything, you're still going to get cards for quite a while. Now, the reason I don't want to do past 20 is because actually getting past 20 in terms of XP is not easy to do at all. It is hard. It is quite hard. You have to play the game a lot. So I don't want to lock too many cards behind that. So beyond level 20, I think there's going to be different kinds of rewards besides cards. So maybe it's other shit that you get. I don't know. Just thinking about it. Sweepers United. Sorry, I'm just changing that. Because I just changed that one because it referred to clean, which makes me think of the cleanse card, which I'm about to go make, because that has the word clean in it. Anyway, it's very arbitrary change, but who gives a shit? Not me. Up next, I'm making cleanse cards. So let's go over the card definition. Hey, who loves card? I love card. The card definition. We go to card, we go to cards, we go to card. Boom, back to card. So I'm gonna make a new method over here. On nothing below here is important, right? Yeah, wait, what? Maybe you can buy alt forms of certain cards, like a hollow or inverted card you can bring back to the currency and shop as you had it to. What do you mean by that? Like the alt forms of cards? You mean like purely cosmetic, or they actually have like a tangible effect on the game, or are they just cosmetics? Like I'm fine with having like cosmetics and shit, although I feel like those wouldn't be gotten through yeah, cosmetic. But I've talked about this in the past about why I don't think currency really fits this game. I just don't need it. It's just not something I need. I made it. I made the shop, and even after getting it to work, I was like, eh. Maybe if you really wanted, they could have a bonus too. But no, I don't think I'd make them have a bonus. Or maybe if I did it, they would be a bonus and a debuff. There wouldn't just be a straight upgrade from the normal card. Um, that's because then you just would never ever use the normal version if it was actually a buff. So if I was going to make them have an effect on the game, they would always have a buff and a debuff. Public void, what? I can think. So this is what will happen to the card itself when it gets cleansed. So feebled equals false. That's just false L. And freeze amount equals 0, so it's no longer frozen. It should update the display. That's all it should do. And then also I need to make a card action type. Card action type. I hate this so much. I know I was muted last time I talked about it, but I fucking hate this. I made it originally when I started making the game, right? And I just haven't bothered going back and fixing it. So now there's just this gigantic fucking mess of a switch statement, which all it does is take in a number and output a different number, depending on the input number. And I kind of get it, but it doesn't need to exist. Like, I could easily just, like, or not easily, it takes effort to make it, but it's not hard, it's not mentally challenging, it just takes time to make. Fuck, okay, so on case 27, it returns a new one of 12, and then I go to card action, which will just bring me to here, and then I go to 12, which is all the way at the bottom. Just kidding, it doesn't exist. What does exist though is my ability to Control C, Control V. Control C, Control V, except I renamed this to 12. So now you got all this shit that says this. And if you're the player, it doesn't matter. It's just gonna do cleanse. This will just cleanse the effect. So, what should be run if you're the player? If player, then player on fire equals -1. I don't know if I need to set it equal to 0 or what, but yeah, it's 0. You got no fire. Else AI on fire equals 0. So if it's not so then I'm also going to go for each var cd in or con in player con. So it goes through everything you've put down. If no, that says of. If the construction is not null. So if it's a real thing, then it's going to do con dot what? I remember what I remember cleanse. Yes. I'm just very big brain sometimes, guys. You gotta believe me. My brain is just massive. So then, same thing except instead of this, it's AI cons. And there you go. I think it's done now. I think that's cleanse. I mean, I don't have any fancy particle effects that I probably should, to be honest. But, yeah, I'm just having a look. So, just to clarify, that card actually works now, I think. Logbook. Where is it? Cleanse. I want to have some different effects on it, though. Or some different stats. Probably a play again card, to be honest. Doesn't feel like this is a turn ender. Actually... No, I guess it is. But I do want it to have a different energy cost, so... This is a 4 energy coster. I don't think this is a 5. So where's my card definition? Where is it? Where is it? Energy equals 0. No, it's more like a 3. But it will end your turn. What? Oh, case 27. Alright. So yeah, that's that one. That's that one's effects. Is that the only one that's 3 energy but not a play again? No. 1/2 wall. 1/2 wall. Because if you sort by energy cost, right, you can go to 3. Yeah, that's the second card that costs 3 energy, but isn't a play again card. Then again, there's only 3 cards that have 3 energy and are play again cards, so you know it's not that much of an achievement, but it's still neat. Am I gonna have to go into my... Sorry, I was just thinking about something. There's, like, because I'm adding a bunch of cards now, the information in my video that I've been editing for a while is now outdated because I mentioned the current amount of cards in the game, but now that I'm making a bunch of new ones, that information is no longer accurate. That's fun. Alright. So, where to go from here? Well, for one, I probably... Wait, where is this deck builder? I want to add some kind of effect to happen with the cleanse because it just feels too simple right now. It feels like it's underwhelming if all it does is just set it to 0. So I want to have I want to have something like a particle effect play when you use the card. I'm going to eventually do some extensive testing of this game. Probably hand it out to a bunch of people and have them tested for me. Or that's what I could use beta for. I don't test it at all before beta. I just fucking be like, "Yep, guys, this is the beta." Good. Who needs testing? I know it won't work. I know there are cards in here that won't work. Just, I know there won't. For instance, Freeze, just doesn't work yet in multiplayer. I just know it won't, because I haven't made it. And there is some unique stuff that it needs to do. Some cards I think will work right off the bat in the internet, like Attack on Your Hole, or Flamethrower, or Feeble Shot. I think those ones I will just work, but Railgunner will work, probably. Um, Freeze won't. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of right now. I don't know about Banish, but the Banish should be fine in multiplayer, because it's not doing anything over the internet in any way. So, yeah. I do have to make AI evaluations for a lot of the newer cards that I've added, so that's fun. Has the thing been cycling, or did it stop? Nope, it's still cycling. We're good. So right this second, right at this moment in time, I want to make the particle effects. So what kind of effects are we thinking? Well, I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm doing. I definitely know what I'm doing. So you got the friendly turf. Let's make a new particle effect, shall we? Where is it? Rendering? No, wait, I'm smart. It's effects, particle system. That looks amazing. Let's just keep it like this. I think it's perfect, honestly. I think this is it. Why even bother changing it? This is it. That's it. I just want to take a second to admire the beauty. All right. To clarify, I think I need to do 4.5. Yeah. That'll start speed 0. I think that's centered. I need to make sure it's centered. I'm smart. I was just talking with water in my mouth. I need to make sure that's centered. Yep. I mean, close enough. If it's over the center, it doesn't really matter that much. I just want it to be like on your turn. What the fuck? Oh, yeah. Okay. So I've got this this particle effect here. Now, the question is what I want to make it do. Well, do they have any circles? Or am I gonna have to make a fucking thing? I hate you. I fucking hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. So what does it run? It runs Universal Render Pipeline 2D Sprite Unlit Default. Sprite Unlit Default. New create shader graph URP sprite no it's URP right unlit shader graph. I think I'm doing this entirely off of memory. So I make shite, and then I make from you I make a material. I don't know if this will work. I'll have to manually select it. Baller. So I think my shite I input a texture 2D, and then I do a sample texture 2D. Yeah. So this will reference the fucking the text. No. This will reference the texture, and then the texture goes to the base color. Save asset. Now, I don't think that'll work right off the gate, right? Like cleanse. I can't just replace it with a fucking like I can do that, but I don't think I can just set it to be a circle. Like Kirkle like this. I don't think that'll work. Yeah, right? So I need to do some other stuff. Well, I think alpha save, not save as. Just save asset. Well, it's cutting off the corners. The pixelation is fine. That's just because of how it's rendered. It's cutting off the corners. I should not be using the sprite itself as alpha. It should be using the alpha channel as the alpha. Anyway. That'll fix some of the weird shenanigans that were going on in the center. And then I have... Wait. Are they just circles now? Oh, is that it? Oh, I think that's it. All right. So we got the circles now. They're circles. That's fucking nutty, bro. They're circles. Can you believe that? So I start the speed of like 1 or something. Yeah, there's... Bro, that's nutty. That's crazy. That's off the charts. That's bonkers. That's bananas. We got circles that are very pixelated. I'm aware that they're very pixelated. That's simply just because of how the zooming in works. Yeah, like when you're actually like looking at it like this, you just can't tell at all. If I do zoom in like this, you're like, oh, that's very chunky pixels. But that's just because when you're in this mode, it's actually just multiplying pixels by 5. It's not actually zooming in. I guess it is zooming in, but same problem here. But this, if I zoom in, since this is a render texture, it's only rendering at a certain resolution, so you can see the pixels very heavily. Not the point. Not the point. The statement being though, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So we got these pixel zixels. I don't know what the fuck that means. We got these shapes. But I want to do something with these shapes. I don't want them to just be shapes. So what color are bubbles? That's kind of my inspiration for this. I don't know why. I don't really have any particular reason to do this. I just think it's kind of funny. I can make a duplicate of shite real quick, which will be bubble. But this default parameter Kirkle. Now that gives you that. Divide? I don't remember how you scale things down and up. No. Duplicate. Ha ha ha, bitch. How do you scale them up and down? Like these are UV things. I know you can. I don't think I can just divide UV though. Like. UV. Can I just what does this do? Well, I'm not gonna divide the W by that. What does that do? And then I like subtract. Why is this image a square? Actually, let me preview. What? Why is it? It's the alpha channel. It's the alpha channel. What if I view the preview of the alpha channel? No. Okay, well what does this do if I pass this in to base color? Wow. I feel enlightened, to be honest. What? So I don't divide by 2 on the UV. Or maybe I do. I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. How does this affect it? If I just change the base color to the save asset. And then I make baller 2 or baller 1, which is the same thing except it's shite. Sorry, bubble. Right? So different one, same shit, different day. Yeah, you can see the things aren't overlap. They're not matching up now. But like Why? These are not actually using it right now. Cleanse, bubble, you. What the fuck? Whoa. I get the alpha being fucked. I get the alpha being right, actually. What if I alpha it from the new one as well? Right, I use the alpha. So this is the what it thinks the second circle is. I see. So it's scaling it up by 2. So what if I multiply? Sorry, this is just me fucking around with this. I know that's probably not that interesting to watch. I've not really done a whole lot of this in a long time. Don't multiply the W, please. So same shit except they should be smaller. And apparently are like that. Oh yeah, it's because the image, how the image wraps. What if I just say repeat? That's not what I want. Well, I do want clamp, but I also don't want it to be. I don't want it to have the lines on it, and I know why the lines are happening. I just don't want to have to remake the image. Is there any way that I can, like, make it so they don't do that? Out of here? Probably not. Fuck, bro. Alright. Alright, so here's what it's doing. Let me find game dev general assets Kirkle. So here's the image it's referring to. Now, I believe if I just take this, no. I take this and I just ever so slightly do that. File, download, PNG. Thanks, Spider-Man. Why'd you make this guy? Kirkle 1, right? Check it, right? Check it. So I go to Baller, input image. I hate you. I hate you so much. That was the problem. Okay, buddy. So the shite bubble. I should only call it the shite bubble. So the shite bubble is this. We take. I need a new texture. Actually, no, I don't. I can just fucking reference Kirkle 1. That's why it was fucky looking. I said Kirkle 1, asshole. Why is it doing that? Does it even matter? Like, if I mean, like, clearly it doesn't. I'm just wondering why it shows different things. You know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So, if I add... I think prior to the multiplication, if I add 0.5, negative 0.5, negative 0.5, 25, I guess. Then it subtracts, so then I can take this, and then I do a subtract modifier. So I use this as the original output. Sorry, I use this as the original base color, but then on the alpha channel, I subtract, so I take the original alpha and subtract the modified alpha, giving you a donut into the alpha. All of this effort to make these fucking rings programmatically. Now, I could have made this a texture, right? But this was funny. And also, I wanted to touch up my skills on this a wee bit, you know? Like, it's been a long time since I've done shader work, and when I say done shader work, I mean I've never done shader work. Also, doesn't this look amazing? This is amazingly organized. Anyway, so theoretically changing this, if I make this a float, please. Float. Well, I wanted to do all of them. Why does that... Okay. Oh, I guess that, yeah, that wouldn't actually change the amount. Do I subtract the number before or after the multiplication? Oh, it might be after. I might have these in the wrong order then. Make it 0 0.5. Make it 0 0.5. Right, I might have these in the wrong order. So I instead do this, multiply first, take this number, subtract it, and then do that. You fucker. Make it 0 0.25. Negative 0.25. But then no matter what number I make these ones, like I make this 2.5. I don't know. I don't get it. Anyway, so we got a weird bubble shape. I mean, it's not really a bubble shape, but it looks like this. That's kind of neat. These weird rings. I don't know. I'm kind of going a bit nutty with this. Do I want to make them have any color? I don't know. I can make them have color. I can make them not have color. I can do whatever the hell I want with them. They're mine. I made them. Is there any reason to having all of this just for the purpose of making a ring? Nah, not really. But it's kind of funny. So we can make the color, and I want to make it range random between two colors. First one will be white. This one will be like a blue. So you got like your cleansed colorness stuff, and then the emission shape. Here we go. So the shape will have a scale of 3. Oh god, that's 34. 3 on this. Wait a minute. This should be a rectangle. Rectangle. 3 with that 4. Start speed of 0. Velocity over lifetime. 0, I guess. I guess this one should actually be 6 and 9, right? So it's like over your entire area. And then burst. I don't know how you make bursts play. Probability 0. Doesn't happen. Cycles 0. Count. Uh-huh. Interesting. Well, if I disable rate over time, by the way, all you get is this. Oh, I know what I need to do. I'm very smart. Okay. So let's increase their lifetime a bit. Actually, no, you know what? 5 lifetime is fine. So let's do size over lifetime. Now, I think that's a fine curve, but similar to what I've done before in the past, we're doing this again, where their size kind of like bubbles up. They kind of start and they expand and then they get big, and you get it, right? They expand upwards and they stay big and then they go back down. That makes sense. It makes sense. Now I want to add a bit of noise, of course. Noise is very yeah, definitely that. More like a strength of 0.2 or something. So they still move around, but not like an insane amount. Scroll speed will just have like a frequency of like 1 or something. It doesn't need to be insane. It just needs to be a bit that they kind of shift around. In actuality, it might be more prudent to do something else, which you'll see later. So this gives us some kind of like weird ass particle system, I guess. Theoretically this would only play 1 time, so it wouldn't be looping, but I can just disable looping. I kind of want to change it so that it doesn't do it on your spawn area. Because if I go play the game, right, you'll see where this is going. It's going over my area. It's spawning over here. It's spawning over my my things. Should that be where it plays, or should it be like the entire left side of the screen? Because I mean, it's not just cleansing these; it is technically cleansing over here too. So I could be persuaded to have the cleanse order. Wait, what order and layer is this one? This is kind of important on the renderer. I want to have these rendered slightly differently. This should probably render on top of the fire. Anyway, so the cleanse bubbles. I actually might increase their size to be, where's their size? Like 12. Okay, more like, 15. 15. Okay, 25. Okay, right. So you got your area of bubbles. Now I can also grab this mode. Now all the bubbles they spawn in like this. But then here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. I up the count to like 100. So it spawns in all the bubbles like that. Right, and theoretically it would do this. It would spawn it would cause it's not going to continually repeat the cleanse particle effect over and over. It would just do it like when you activate the cleanse effect. Although I might need to make their size pop up a bit faster. Like you've cleansed yourself and then they all go back away. They back off. They back off. Do they need any orbital shit? Like, they don't need this. Nah, no orbital. No orbital. I mean, unless, wow. That's kind of funny, but no. Offset? Oh, or offset for the orbital. Radial. They explode away. Boing. I'm good with this, to be honest, right now. For now. And then maybe actually go from 5 to like 4. Because you play the thing and it does all that. Yeah, makes sense, makes sense. And then I honestly think that's pretty good in terms of particle effects, you know? Like it do the thing, it do the thing, it do the thing. It do the thing. It do it. And the thing. Thingy, it do. Thing do it the. So if I make this a misc prefab, I make this a cleanse particle effect. And then I throw that on enemy turf. Where does it go? Got it. On this one, X1 4.5. So this one would be more like X5. Or actually, I guess more like X7, wouldn't it? Yeah. They do. Yeah, it's okay. Okay. So 1 4.5, 7 4.5, and I can just spawn it under nothing, to be honest. It doesn't need to be on anything. But we got all the particle effects sorted out, maybe. So let's just make them actually spawn in now. So cleanse is job. Scripts, we need to make a new misc script called die. Die lol on after 10. Die lol after 10. This is just a misc script which kills it after 10 seconds. It doesn't need to be 10 seconds. It honestly is probably too many as is, but it doesn't matter. This is just a general script I was thinking of using for other stuff. So I make a public a public flota called a wee bit of a baller. equals 10f update. More like fixed update. No need for this to run every frame. This is not important. And I just say if baller minus equals time dot delta time. If baller is less than or equal to 0, then guess what? Bye bye game object. Bye bye. No more. No. Bye bye game object. We died. It died. It's gone. It gone. Bye. So it dies. It gets sent to the Shadow Realm, which is not dying. It's not dying. I did not hit her. I did not. So we go to the prefab of the cleanse, and I disable. One of these is looping. One of them. It could be a mission. I don't know where it is. I know one of them makes it loop. There it is. No more. It's all gone, right? So what happens? What happens when I delete the cleanse? When I delete the cleanse, right? So guess what? I put a cleanse on the friendly turf. It plays it. That's it. And that's it. That's all it do. That's all it do. So I can save this. I can network manager random functions on 9. So then I can throw the misc script called delete on 10. Delete after 10. Literally all that does is exist to kill itself. This is quite literally Dylan's kill yourself, but like the fucking script. So I make what? Gamer on card action. So we go over to the card that we made for this for, which is number 12. And based on the player, I do spawn or random functions dot instance dot spawn object 0 comma or sorry 9 comma transform. Or I could just say game object dot game object and then new vector 3 transform dot rotation false nothing. And this vector 3 in this case should be 1 4.50 4.5f, and then same thing but on the enemy side we decided it's 7. Peak perfection. I've got some messages. Oh. Whoa, you guys finishing? Yeah, I've been streaming. Yeah, I have been. No, I would not be. I would not be. I wouldn't do that. Thank you. I don't even have you guys. I had desktop audio muted, so they didn't even hear the first joining minutes. That's an L.
But if you close your
I gotta
eyes,
turn Dan down.
almost
Dan is,
feel
well, I'm
like
trying to like turn you up
things
and turn
change
Dan
at
down.
all. But if
So I
you
had to like turn up
close
the
your
actual volume on my
eyes,
computer, but then it's
it
like weird.
almost feel like you've been
Railgun balls shat. That makes sense.
Am I gonna be
Yeah.
optimist about this?
Dan.
I'm gonna be an optimist about
Dan?
this.
Dan?
Yeah.
Well,
Have you come back to reality, maybe?
no, I think he's still in Fortnite land.
Yeah.
All right. Well, clearly that did not work.
I think.
Oh wait, this is relative coordinates. I need to make them absolute.
What is this?
Sorry, this is relative to this, right? So I need to make this outside of this. It actually is -7 point. Yeah. Same thing with cleanse here, because I make this one on 7, and then I move it outside, and it's 8. 0.5. I do not believe that.
Hey hoo, hey hoo, hey hoo,
No.
hey hoo, hey hoo,
No.
hey hoo, hey hoo.
No.
What am I gonna get you copyright claimed?
No, but I just heard that too many times in Home,
Yeah.
the greatest movie of all time.
Wait,
Which
what
one?
movie?
Home.
Oh.
Hey
Oh, hey, Dylan. Yeah, Dylan, we're
Yes.
just we're
Dylan.
just playing Gmod.
Are you playing Gmod?
They're
I'll hop
playing
on.
Gmod. I was streaming.
I actually just got Gmod like a
I'll
second
hop
ago,
on. I'll hop on Gmod. Oh, I fucked it up. I'm so mad.
and I kind of
Thank you, Dan.
I
actually.
would have got a full combo on Pompeii if I didn't fuck that one part up. Are you kidding me?
What's going on with this mic?
Dan is yelling into his mic.
Oh my god, it sounds like freaking Five Nights at Freddy's noises. Oh wait, that's Milo's stream.
That's the
Oh my god, I love.
three
Milo,
sound
do you know what I
effects.
mean by Five Nights at Freddy's noises?
No.
In
Oh,
the Five Nights at Freddy's like
like the
mini games,
ambient
they
noise.
have those noises as like when the characters move and stuff. It's funny. Sounds like FNAF.
Five Nights at
Bubbles.
Freddy's.
Bubbles. I spent way. I
Yeah,
this
Dylan,
is.
you should.
I did
Dylan,
such
you
a
should get
way
Gmod.
too complex thing to make bubbles here.
Wait, who's playing Gmod right now?
Everyone.
Well, I'm not. Well, no, I just made a joke. I just wanted to try out and see if it would be fun if we like got Gmod, then got a bunch of stupid mods and like.
Dan
What
said
mods
finish.
do you have installed right now?
Dan said it was
Nothing. I
finishing.
just got the game, but it's very easy to install.
I'm so mad. I fucked up one note.
Nice.
That's-
I would have had a
that's
full
an L.
combo. Freddy. That's such bullshit. Really
1-to-1
needs a new
multiverse?
theme song.
What?
Hey, Scotty, call me.
Wait, someone made the universe in Gmod.
I was never
1-to-1
gonna
scale.
find
1-to-1
more.
scale. The
Of
universe.
the universe
They
in
made
Gmod.
What do you mean they made
More
the universe?
intelligent. Shorty cute and her
Dylan's
Oh
playing
wait,
Gary's mod.
you actually have Gmod? Oh,
I
didn't
do.
know you had Gmod.
Oh, I just bought it.
You saw
Oh.
that.
You have to buy it?
Yeah.
Source
it's
saw
like
that.
$10. Oh yeah.
I'm not sure what he saw.
Dylan, join me. Join me.
Okay, invite me.
Yeah, I'll invite you. I'll send you an NV.
Hey,
Be on the way.
50 gigabytes of RAM.
call me.
Gmod does not require 50 gigabytes of RAM.
What?
What?
Oh, the infinite map does.
Oh. Yeah. Why is Source
The
saying that
infinite
it's like 10
I'm pretty sure the
megabytes of
infinite
storage
map
space?
needs like a million freaking gigs of RAM.
Yeah, I could
100.
imagine the universe needing a bit of RAM.
A bit of it. Just a little bit.
What is going on
You
here?
can turn me on with just
How
a
do
touch,
you...
baby.
I should not try organizing this. I should make it less organized. There you go.
It's cold and empty.
Okay, wait. I'm
No
gonna
one's
turn down
around to
Gmod.
judge me.
Oh my god,
I
it's
can see
loud. Wait.
clearly
I mean,
when
a way you
you're
can make it small by
on.
but needing a lot of RAM is
Right.
procedural generation.
I'm blinded by the lights.
Right.
No, I can't see
Aiden, add me.
till I
I'm
feel
trying to
your
figure it
touch.
out. I just did it. I just got the game a second ago, so I'm trying to figure out how to do it.
So I
When
Thank
start
you,
a new game,
guys.
instead of leaving it as single player, select 2-player when the game starts.
I'm gonna fix my microphone. Like, it's
Okay, wait.
falling.
Oh my god, someone's really
I
loud.
know
That's
where-
Dan, maybe.
I might need to turn Dan down.
Dan.
Yeah.
Oh, it's this that's squeaking. Can you stop singing that?
No.
Aw, that sucks.
You're insanely loud too for some reason. Okay, wait. Sorry,
trying to
Dylan,
fix my
I'm trying
mic to
figure
not
out how
be
to do
squeaky.
this.
In cities
I think that
cold
mostly
and
fixes it.
empty, no one's around to judge me.
Oh, there we go. 2
I
players.
can see clearly when you're gone.
Man's
You
blinding the
easily-
lights.
On, I said, ooh,
Shift tab, I think,
by
right?
the
Shift tab.
lights. No, I can't
Oh.
sleep until I feel your touch. I said,
Almost there, Dylan.
ooh.
This is great with only hearing Dan
Right.
singing and none of the music.
Oh,
It sounds
when I'm
amazing.
like this, you're
you get
the
that?
one I trust.
1 second.
About to let you.
Sorry, I just left that call for a second, just so I could probably end the stream here, because I've been going for 2 hours and 45 minutes. It only needs 32 gigabytes of RAM. That is pretty crazy. I also am about to go for, you know, like actual dinner shit. So that's an interesting idea, perhaps, maybe a wee bit. I don't know why you're saying no, because I left the call, or that I'm ending the stream. Either way though, it is time that I say the fateful words. it is time that I say those fateful words that I know they're so painful to hear, but see you guys later, be it in the past, present, or future.